Midst of calls for a third political force, the Ghana Electoral Commission has granted license to a new political party, the Ghana Union Movement. Well, they have the license now to operate as a political party. But the question is, who is behind this party, and to what extent are they not adding up to the political clutter we find in this country? I have the person in the studio. We'll find out together what exactly this party is about. The leader of the party is Reverend Christian Kobna Andrews. He's founder of the Life Assembly, is it Church Worship Center? Life Assembly Worship Center. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you too.
So let's talk about the license that you received from the Electoral Commission. Yeah. How long ago have you been working on it?
It's quite a long time because you need to get throughout the country, get offices, get representatives for every district. They come and sign for you before the gazette it at the Electoral Commission. They give it to you before they proceed on and give you that.
Wow. So how did the idea start? So already there have been a lot of conversations. People feel that the NPP and the NDC have not served Ghanaians well. They think that we've had enough, but we're stuck with them because these are the main political parties that we have. If you take the other political parties, their performance during the elections have not really shown a lot of promise. But the calls for a third political party is seeing you go in, a political force, I should say, is seeing you go into this. How did it start? Did it start because of what people have been saying, or were you already, thinking of this a long time ago?
I was thinking about this thing because when you go out the streets, all the boys around selling ice water and the things that they are doing, and the number of people that complete secondary schools and the SS and the universities, they are out without getting any work to do. And when you go back to our memory, during Nkrumah's time, the factories that Nkrumah had for this very country, there are so many, numerous factories are all over, but they have been abandoned. Nobody cares about these things, and when the government comes, the only thing that they know is to go and collect a loan and put up a different thing. And also, even when you go to these affordable houses that they are saying they are even going to build Nana Akufo-Addo's affordable house again. Akufo did these affordable, they are there not being completed. And when Mama too came, he did the same thing. And so you see, it looks as if they are not thinking of the work for Ghanaian populace. They are all thinking of the thing that they will do to appreciate people, for them to maintain power and do whatever they do, then go away. So that is why I decided to come out.
Okay.
So that we come together as a union, if you just tackle the youth, so that we bring this very party on for us to get work for it.
So the Ghana Union Movement, you say that you had to go through all of the, go through the length and breadth of this country, getting signatures to be able to get the license. So do you have offices across the country?
Yes, we have offices in all the districts.
In all the districts?
All the districts.
So let's say in all 16 regions you have an office there?
We have everywhere.
Who's funding your operation?
Individuals, self-help. There are so many people, most of the shops or the offices were donated by people without charging us. It's free, gift, because most of them are tired of these very political parties, the NDC and MPPs. So the moment that they hear the message that donate to your offices, donate to your stores, for us to use it in our offices.
And they did?
Oh, they did.
Interesting. Interesting. And how do you know, like you were just, blaming the NPP and the NDC. How do you know that these people are not supporting you because they have interests which they will be giving you pressure to achieve?
Not at all. Not at all. The thing is, you see, that person is there. I presented my own thing to them and told them that I just presented to them that this is what I'm putting across. And they willingly coming out to give an office that they can be rented to get money. Okay. And they give it freely. This means that they...
But that's what people do. When they support political parties, they do so because they want contracts or because they have, they know that once a person gets into power, they will benefit somehow.
When you go deep down to these people, there are people that are suffering, but they have a place that they have to give out. And those people that gives money and others to political parties, it is not just a beer shop at the district office that is going to give to you. But millions of districts that they are donated to these political parties in order for them to get a contract.
So there are lots of small political parties in this country, and everybody well, a lot of people think that they are, well, they are joking. A lot of people think they're not serious. A lot of people think that they are time wasters. How will you convince Ghanaians that the Ghana Union movement, which has just received its license from the Electoral Commission, is not a time waster?
It's not a time waster because our ideology and our main idea is to organize people coming together. You definitely maybe one day you become one of the Ghana Union movement. Remember,
we'll see how it goes.
Our main idea is to think of mankind, but not for a selfish interest. So it's the selfless movement that we are. Okay, everybody need to come on board, that we all organize ourselves. Because you see, when you look at NDC and MPP, from the beginning of MPP and NDC, they are rather wasting our money. Somebody will come today, you go and collect loan, you just misuse it, leave us a debt and go away. Look at this extra for 4 billion cedis for somebody is a policeman that worked for more than 30 years in police service. He goes out, a teacher the same thing, collect a mere pension pay of just about a few cedis.
So you think that Ghanaians should take the Ghana Union movement seriously?
Yeah.
What will you be doing subsequently to show Ghanaians that you are actually a serious party?
In natural sense, we are going to campaign. We are going to go around all the country.
For 2020?
Oh, definitely. We are coming on 2020 because you see, if you do not come, this MPP and NDC are going to collapse our country. They are going to even bring a fight. But we are going in to reduce their votes and they will go home. Ghana Union is going to rule the country.
I see. Well, if you're watching us, we're talking about political parties in Ghana. The Electoral Commission has just granted a license to a group calling itself the Ghana Union Movement to operate as a political party. We've also spoken about the comprehensive sexuality education. We've spoken about the tariffs and the more you have to pay for water, for electricity, for your phone calls. We've also spoken about ice cream costs as well. Anything of these you have thoughts on, we put a number there, 054010909. Send us your comments and your thoughts. Please don't call the line, and then we will share those thoughts with the rest of the world. I'm here with Reverend Christian Kwabena Andrews. He's the leader of that party that has just received the license from the Electoral Commission. So before we wrap up, you are a preacher.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said preachers should stay away from politics.
It's their own idea, it's their own suggestion. Because you see, we don't know why people keep on saying that. You have a spirit of God in you. You can have a pity for other people. You think about people. Then people are telling you that you need to go out and let who is supposed to come and do it. The one who hear the voice of the Lord, who get direction from the Lord, who can lead the country to successful. Then you are telling that person not to come into the light of a political party. What do you mean?
Because it gets partisan and it gets very ugly.
Oh, for me, Jesus, when he came, he did the same thing. You see, everybody in the country is aware of the suffering that we are going through. And this NDC and NPP will not be able to solve our problem for us.
Speaking of hearing from the Lord, what are your thoughts about the comprehensive sexuality education conversation that's been going on?
It's bogus. You see, the minister himself just confirmed himself. Look at the speech that they gave. By this September, we are going to start doing this. Then now you are doing another press conference saying that, no, it is not in our curriculum. But you said we are going to add it to it. If it is now that
he said we are confusing the documents that he was launching.
Is it not the same thing?
He says it's not.
Well, we are going to start it from KG to the university level. Then you are telling me that if it is the document that he's saying that is not in it, definitely he has said it. So if he's coming to tell us that it was a mistake or he did it on a part that maybe he just came on the political platform that he said those things there, then we believe. But if he comes out to tell us that it's not true, the document that is going on, we are not talking of the document. We are talking about his speech. The one that you just played. I was here, I was listening to him. So if he intends to come out to tell us that now what I said now is not true. But you said September, and we are in September.
I see. Okay, so we've got quite a number of messages. This one says, please stop calling the line. This one says, boy, this Ghana Union movement should just contact Pakwesi Indom for some relevant advice. He clearly does not know Ghanaians. So you heard the thoughts of this gentleman. He says that you don't know Ghanaians. You think they may support you, but they will not. What is his policies for teachers? Let me have you respond to that, and then we can take some. Yeah.
The teachers, our main idea is to look at what is happening in the teaching field. Most of them that we need to upgrade, especially the skill training that we need to give to the people, that they need to be pushed there to learn the skills in order to bring our youth into a skill training. They are not bothered to do that, but rather sending them to give them things that are not necessary. So teachers, they are in our books. That definitely we are going to give them the skill training for them to train our people to be skillful.
We need a third political party in Ghana, and I think Ghana Union Movement is in to solve the problems of Ghana. Oh, okay. So you seem to be getting quite a number of messages here. This one says, hi Gifty, is he telling us that when he gains power, his government won't borrow? Kindly ask him where he will get money to embark on infrastructure and other things.
Yes, you have not ended this, but I'm giving you answer to that person.
Okay.
Definitely, we shouldn't borrow before we be able to stay alive. We shouldn't borrow before we be able to live. The money that they collected from the foreign countries, is it that money is feeding you? You buy your own food.
Okay.
We pay for electricity. We pay for everything ourselves. It is not the money that they brought that saves us on this. All the money that they collected, they use it their own selfish means, because I don't know what they are borrowing the money for. The money that they borrow and bring into this very state and in Ghana, I don't know what they are using the money for. We always buy our food, we pay for electricity. Look at the increase that they have brought all this into here, because they are going to tax us today, and then tomorrow they are going to bring the money that they collected from us in the election year. In order to win the election, we are not fools. We are not going to continue to live
this one says, Sopho Chabosom should just stop, is just wasting his time. He should focus on God's work. There is no way his party would win power. If he doesn't know, he should ask Pakwesi Indum. This is from Aikin Mankisi.
But Pakwesi Indum is different from Chabosom. Pakwesi Indum's ideology is different and mine is different. So you can't compare Pakwesi Indum to me. Okay.
Yeah. So it says, honestly, I'd rather vote for GUM than join the NDC NPP bandwagon. We are tired. He says to tell him to campaign from the grassroots and then he can get somewhere. So it looks like people are really taking your bid seriously.
Oh, they are buying all these things because they are tired.
I see. Good afternoon, Mama Gifty, and to Reverend. We are much grateful that Ghana Union Movement for the efforts made to save Ghana from political bondage, just like when the world was lost. He goes on and on. He says, Reverend, we are behind you. Reverend, we are behind you. I surely will campaign for you in Northeast region, particularly Nalerugu, Gambaga constituency. Give us your number. Window Bugri from... you see, so sometimes when people say that they want to go for political office, they get lots of people saying, you know, giving them lip service sometimes. People will say, we'll back you, we'll support you, also because sometimes they want to enjoy your campaign budget, part of it. Have you considered that one as well?
I've considered all those things, but I know it is a time for God to save the country. It is not a matter of just saying for saying sake. They are desperate.
People are desperate.
Yeah, they are desperate. They are prepared to follow us. You see, let me go in a little bit, if you can give me a small time.
Let's see before we wrap up.
Yes. Look at what Nana Akufo-Addo did to us. One district, one factory, one village, one dam. We have not seen anything of that sort. It's just a mere promise. You understand? So we need to be realistic. We need to fight on and just save this very country. Because the country, the way that they are running this very country, it will reach a time that even nobody can even go out without even putting a gun on that person's car or hand, because everybody is desperate.
Hopefully we will not get there.
Yeah.
This one says to ask you, who is going to be your flag bearer?
Definitely, we are going to have election. Anybody.
So you are not going to be the flag bearer?
It can be me. It can be somebody. Anybody can come. Even if you yourself come and join the party, come and join and just put your application in for a flag bearership. And if people vote for you, you are through.
Oh wow! So well, he's saying that if you want to be a flag bearer, you should just put in an application, and if people vote for you, you will be able to become a flag bearer. Someone says to tell you to stop criticizing NPP, NDC, and tell Ghanaians what you have for us. No one will save Ghana. He should come clear for us to know his roadmap.
It's his own mind. He is saying this thing. That's it. Everybody can say whatever he wants to say. Me, my main purpose is to save the country. And those who will follow me, they will follow me. For him, he will continue to vote for MPP and DC.
Good evening. My name is Hussein Moro. Please ask him why he takes 2,000 cedis from people for counseling. Is this true?
Oh, for counseling sessions. You see, my dear, let me tell Ghanaians, that is why we are failing as a nation. That's why we are failing as a nation.
Okay.
I sat down, I prayed to God, I dedicate my life to God, and God used me in performing miracle, setting people free. They come to me, they won't bring anything. So I should push my mouth on the wall. Are they serious? You see, why?
Make that your final words for me, because we ran out of time.
Thank you very much. What I'll tell general public is that God is with us, Ghanaians. Many of these very countries around us have fought because of this very electoral process and then let us have peace in our country. Vote for GUM, and definitely Ghana will be safe.
Okay, so it's GUM.
GUM.
Not GAM.
No, GAM is English. Ours is free. GUM. Ghana Union Movement is GUM.
Okay, all right. So I've been having this conversation with Reverend Christian Kwabena Andrews. He's just received a license from the Electoral Commission to operate a political party. He's open for people who want to be flag bearer, and we'll be talking to him to find out what his plans are. Well, this was how can I join the party? So the questions are then, where's your headquarters?
The headquarters is in Accra here.
Which part of Accra?
Odoko.
Odoko.
I mean, not outside of the road. There's a strong building there that we have our headquarters.
Okay,
there,
thank you very much.
Everywhere.
All right, thank you very much for coming in. We wish you all the best.
Thank you. God bless you.